What's up, everybody? Clint Esposito here. Today we're going to do a countdown of best alternative styles in FMX. We did classic styles. This is, they're a little bit more radical. They got more ratitude. Ooh, I cut the intro down a little bit there that time. Um, so yeah, I remember I did classic styles, or if you don't remember, go and check that out. I did classic styles in FMX. This is guys with, I wouldn't say they're classically smooth like that. Obviously good riders, but just a little bit, I don't know, a little more, you could tell they're putting effort in, you know, some of them. And some of them are in here for different reasons. But here we go. Number 1 or 10. Clinton Moore. Um, Dude, Clinton's so gnarly. Look at that. Look at that. So, you know what I mean? Like, not as smooth as butter. Very smooth, but not like you can, like that was. But some of the stuff like this, I mean, that was definitely got a little bit out of pocket there. But big stuff, going for it. You can tell he's going for it. Very exciting. Like stuff like that. Whipping it around. Getting it done. Making it happen. So, there you go. That was in 2015. Remy Boisward, which, dude, look at this. He like so tweaked out. Everything's tweaked out. Um, his body's getting tweaked out. The bike, everything's going different ways. I remember the first time I ever saw Remy, I was like, "Yo, what is going on? This guy is gnarly." So I've always been a fan of his style, like stuff like that, big whipped out, knacks, big KODs, all arched out. Dude, the Europeans, not many Americans know about all these European guys, but there's a ton of really good European guys that are super technical. I mean, not a ton, whatever. There's not a ton of freestyle guys, probably in general, but you know what I mean. All right, David Ronaldo. Also, definitely has a very cool style. Tweaking stuff out, putting the effort in. Especially for a little guy, he can whip the bike pretty good. You know, like, I don't know, there's not a ton of very small guys. I guess Chuck's small, he does big whips. Alright, I'm wrong. Some little guys can do big whips, but whatever. But just all of his tricks, another European guy that probably most, I guess they know about Ronaldo at this point because of X Games. Alright, I'm going to throw in a little ad. Sorry, people. This is for Nanobella. Hey, everybody. The show is brought to you by Nanobella. You've heard about CBD, but you need to know about CBG, which is another cannabinoid. Nanobella actually has a patented nanomulsion technology that breaks the CBG down into tiny molecules. That way, they work faster. Also, combined with premium ingredients, it's more bioavailable. So this actually comes, this is called the Sublime Elixir. This is for people like me that did action sports most of their lives and landed on their head. And now, for some reason, my knee hurts also. So I take this to help relieve the inflammation and make it feel a little bit better. This actually comes in a nice little dispenser. It's got a little squeeze thing on the side. 2 drops under the tongue, and you're good. Now, if you're a lightweight in the marijuana department and you like to eat edibles and then be like, this edible is not shit, and then you eat another edible, and then you're like, oh no, I'm in trouble, guess what? You never thought it would come. But here it is. Here's the product for you. They call it Green Landings, okay? But I call it Narcannabis. So what actually happens is the CBG binds to the THC. So it actually lessens your high, or at least like flattens it out. I've been told by Sothi, the owner, that actually people that smoke all day, not me, other people that smoke all day, use this so that they get like a more even high and they are more focused and still high. Your mind's blown. I know. But I think at least if you're one of those people that likes to eat edibles and then get out of hand, this is the product for you. Now you can actually get a 15% discount by using the code CLINT15. CLINT15 at checkout at nanobella.com. You're welcome. All right, there you have it. Yeah, if you're beat up. Luke Ackerman, another guy. I mean, look, he's got the best 360s in the biz. Even Bilko agrees with that. There you go. Huge whipped out, or not whipped out, but huge arced out KOD flip. Does the flares. Again, another guy now people know about because of X Games, but prior to that, I would say he was doing all these, European contests that we have no idea about over here. Taka Higashino. Taka is the man. Another guy. I think his style, again, tends to be maybe different because he's small. So, like, even for him to flip, he pulls, puts way more effort into his flip, but just puts a lot of effort into all of his tricks. So, I think he's got a very cool, I wouldn't say classically smooth style, but... Oh, I left some sound in there. Don't clip me, Red Bull. There we go. Dane Kennard. He's actually back. The Combo King. Another guy. So his stuff, the feet are never together. But everything is big. And he's throwing down. So that's a great alternative style. Plus all the combos. Does a lot of tricks that a lot of people don't do. What is that? Turntable, Sidewinder, there you go. Or McMets, here you go. To heel clicker. Or seat grab indie. McMets, seat grab indie in the snow while you're cold. There you go. Turntable to heel clicker. E.T. E.T.'s the man. He's just... His style, I'm going with, is beyond the motorcycle. Look at this. Just as a person, E.T. is exciting, But just always seems like he's just going for it, entertaining the crowd. Look how much fun he's having. That's why his style is sweet, because he's just pumped to be out there. He's rapping to people, dancing. I think that's the forbidden dance, isn't it? Is that not? I don't know what that is. Big whips, throwing the head around. People were mad about Europeans throwing their head around for a while, but they've gotten over it. Okay, one more ad in this video. This one's shorter, a little bit. Hero Soap Company. This show is brought by Hero Soap Company. Do you like America and being clean? Hero Soap Company is the soap for you. It was established in 2018 by military veterans. They give a portion of the profits to charities that help homeless veterans, military, and first responders. The soaps are made from natural ingredients and free from harsh chemicals. They are infused with essential oils and or premium grade fragrances. They come in a resealable, weather-resistant package, like a little Ziploc bag. That way for camping, if you're deployed, whatever, you can stick the soap right back in the bag. The soap is made in small batches in the USA. You could say it's artisan. Maybe it's artisan. I don't know. I think that just means someone did it by hand. It could be artisan. For each new subscription, if you subscribe to get soap sent to you monthly, then a bar will be donated to troops deployed overseas. And now you can actually get a small discount by using the code CLINT. CLINT at checkout. And yes, I will get a little cut of it. I believe it's 15%. So go there and use the code, get some money off, and support America and veterans. Okay, guys. And we're back with your top 3 of this particular countdown. You can kind of see who's next. But it is one and only Twitch. Twitch, again, a guy that has style, on and off the bike is unique. I would say he was probably one of the first guys to start doing all that wheelie stuff. Because he's like street guy and freestyle guy. I don't know. I don't know where he lives. Maybe he's in a nice neighborhood. He invented the Twitch whip. It's named after him. That was a turn up, but he invented turn downs, which were Twitch whips until other people started doing them. He basically revived free riding after the videos and all the contests went away. In the beginning, there were a bunch of contests. He got the ride to the hills, stuff like that. Shout out to Renner and Jay Schweitzer for doing that stuff. But he basically was like, screw it, I'm just going to continue free riding. It didn't hurt. He had a big following, but yeah, I mean, dude's got cool style. Tommy Pages, his style, very unique. I wouldn't say classically smooth either, but gnarly, super gnarly, thinking out of the box. The guy put together whole runs that nobody else could do, entire runs that basically nobody could do the whole, had 5 tricks. Look at that. Even just his regular tricks. That's a flatliner, no neck. Oh, and number 1, Mike Metzger. I mean, look at those first 2 picks. And dude was a wild man. Wearing jeans, Zoo York. Loved free riding, would always find unique stuff. I mean, look at that big old whipped out neck back in the day. Flipping in the hills, Twitch flipped it first. Look, that was super early Gravity games, and his feet were I realized it wasn't, again, textbook, but that was super big for that time. Nobody was really doing no necks at the time either. I'm pretty sure he never even did that stuff before. He was just going for it. Big old flatties, foot plants, tweaked out, no-footed cans. I don't want to jump off that one. That one was weird. That one looks cool. Skipping through the hills. We got some other, here you go. Secret bendy, there it is. Foot plant early on. People weren't really doing that stuff. He had the full Slater skins on his bike. Okay, now here, his run was over here. Okay? If you guys remember this, this is one of the other reasons why Metz was great. Because not only was his style unique, right? Doing foot plants. But you got a feeling that he looked over, this run in particular, I think he looked over at the crowd after every single jump. Big whips. Now watch. His run is over here. He goes blasting off the side of that thing. Lands on the top. He's like, no, I'm going to watch this, guys. Hits this Carey Hart's backflip lip and just blows himself apart. Where was he going exactly? Because let's go back. This is my point. He just got I'm pretty sure most of the tricks he didn't even do prior to a run. But let's go back a little bit further so we can see the side of that. Where the hell was he going to land? Okay, you got this ridge here. I'm assuming you guys can see that. Okay, yeah. So you got this ridge here, right? He jumped off of here. And then you got this ridge. And then there's this wall at the bottom. So what exactly was the plan, even if, let's say, he got it to turn and come in this way, right? What exactly was the plan? Was it to land full 180 and come back this way? Or not full 180, but like one 125 or something? Like what was he trying, what was the goal? I don't think it was that it was thought out that far. And like I said, let everybody know he was alive. Nothing was ever perfectly together and straight, but everything was big, everything was exciting, everything was new. Especially that's the deal with Mets in that time period was that he half of the like most of the I would I need to do a video on this and figure out who invented more, TP or Mets, but I don't know. I would say Mets probably in the first couple of years. But we'll have to research that and actually get in there and see what I don't remember everything everybody uh invented at this point, but those two guys had to single-handedly, and I'm not saying let's not say combos, okay, because combos are you're just combining two already there tricks, but inventing brand new tricks where that's interesting, right? That's even like a seat grab and a heart attack. That's obviously the progression, but he definitely went skip the middle part and just went straight to vertical. So that's a good question. All right, guys, and I know there's a ton of people I left out. There was a couple of people that at last minute I was like, I don't know, man. I may add somebody or swap somebody or something like that. But and I'll probably revisit both of these, classic style and alternative style, because like I said, there's a ton more people in both categories that I really enjoyed their style and I think had a like a special place in FMX if you were a fan of it during that time period, and you actually watched, or even if you didn't, like, just the fact of a lot of these people helped progress the styles. And if you see, like, Remy Bisward has been around for quite a while. But so now if you look at a lot of Europeans, there are a lot of guys that have that more, a little bit more of that, like, hang off, not exactly perfectly together styles. And it's weird. I'm sure that Remy was probably influenced by like Mets, but if you follow freestyle, I guess it's a little bit more. No, it's a little bit less because of the internet, but I would say that areas have different styles, or like little groups, regionally. So, like the Nevada guys definitely have their own style. So California has so many people there and there are a lot of transports, but I would say if you went actual California residents, there's probably even see that one's different because they didn't ride with each other because those guys were competing way back when on the East Coast none of us had anybody to ride with. We didn't see each other as competition, so any chance we had, we would ride together. I went and visited California. It wasn't quite like that. People are like, they wouldn't let this guy ride, and they wouldn't let that guy ride, and it was all because like those guys felt like they were competing for money. Here, we didn't have anybody to ride with, so we were just stoked to have somebody to ride with. We're like, awesome, this guy's gonna ride ramps with me. But that being said, the East Coast has its own style a little bit, its own tricks. For the most part, like the Rodova, I mean, they're Chicago, so they're more central, but still, like, we all rode together. And actually, now that I think about it, Jason, I'm pretty sure, started doing. I don't know who started doing it. I want to say it was Jason Rowe, but they started doing one hand indie to rock solid, and then that became like a trick that I never did it. I don't know why, but that a lot of people over here did. Scotty Hanlon, J. Rowe, Javier, even Travis Pastrana. And I was there when he learned it from Scott Hanlon. So it's the same way if you watch the French guys. You know, Ronaldo, Pages, a couple of those other guys. They ride, I can't remember his name. It starts with a J. But he rides with Pages, or used to ride. And Jornet, maybe that's why I don't want to say it because I'm pretty sure I'm going to screw it up. He had a very similar style, did a lot of the same tricks. You can't help, like I said, you watch stuff on the internet or whatever. Back in the day, we'd see it on VHSs or in magazines. And seeing it like that, you still don't, I think, pick up on all the little nuances as you do when you actually ride with somebody and see them do it in front of you, and then you kind of watch them do it and unknowingly emulate them right off the ramp the next time you do it. So you inherently have regional, styles or tricks. So that's probably a good one as well to look into. And I'm sure everybody was, at some level, was influenced by the original 8, right? 10 guys. Tommy Clowers, Mike Metzger, Mike Jones. Unfortunately, I was influenced by Mike Jones. Sorry, Mike. I don't know that I was. But I just definitely, we're similar, and we're just like, ugh, and not really that. We're very rigid. Our bodies are rigid. Yeah. Anyway. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. Do you agree with everybody on my list? I mean, basically, those are all fairly iconic riders and styles. So, and hopefully, if you didn't know about Remy or some of those other guys, hopefully, maybe I introduced you to some good riders. Like I said, at this point, with the internet, I mean, we're all in the same friggin' Facebook group, so there's that. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.